Alright guys, as you read in the title, we're basically down at the daily loss limit. And I'm gonna go over the trade idea, and I'm gonna go over like the reasoning why I even took this. And everything else was correct really. Like the trade idea, the bias for the trade idea was correct. If I'm being truly honest. It was simply just the execution. And we're gonna go to that right now. We're gonna show you the execution. This was the trade idea. As you can see, we entered and then we got stopped out. Before that though, we took it on ES, and you can see we took that. This one was a buy. So this one was a buy. We bought at 6920, and then we got stopped out at 88 because I saw this inversion form, and I saw the market retracing back up into this buy side imbalance. So this looked like a nice BPR to take the buy-in for right there. And then you can see we just got stopped out. My stop loss was down here, and this trade was more emotional, you know, like the market wasn't moving higher. It was failing to break above here, having a strong sweep there, respecting this imbalance right there. You can see then it started to move down lower, and there was really no higher time frame directional premise, PD arrays, anything giving us a clear indication to move higher. Of course, my bias, like the bias was bullish until we had this right here form, and I clearly understand, you know, it's like a TGIF. Today's Friday, you know, the market is topping off. Clearly understand that. I just didn't expect it to happen in this maneuver, this fashion, and I kind of wanted the retracement to occur, sweep above these highs up here, and that's kind of what I was aiming for, you know, this high up here, reaching into that 15-minute imbalance to then eventually, you know, start to move down lower and have that continuation back down. So I thought, you know, this was going to be a quick scalp, and it just didn't happen. Boom, the market chopped up. We got chopped out. We should have just waited for that 15-minute PDI rate to get hit, sweeping all these highs, and then eventually look for shorts. But either way, after the market swept both sides, after all this, that's when I should have stepped away, because it was range bound, chop, and then I was chopping again. There's not much volume left. There's not much liquidity left here in the market to the point where it's tradable, you know, like it's dead, it's empty, you know. And that's kind of what happened here today. I took these longs. It wasn't bad. These shorts weren't bad either, I won't lie to you. This one was a 5-minute. I believe this is a 5-minute. Yes, it was a 5-minute. Okay, so the NQ shorts were a 2-minute short. All right, so I forgot. It's a 2-minute. The market was retracing. We took it, and then you can see we got you know, stopped out by itself. Either way, we would have got stopped out if the stop loss was up here. And this is one of the things I'm dealing with, is like risk management. I was trying to take longs on YM. I don't know if I saw. No, this was on YM. This is YM right here. Waiting for that 5-minute, you know, BPR retracement and the buy side imbalance to be hit, but it just never happened. Even with the CRT forming the 30-minute, it just never happened, which was unfortunate, you know. Like we just were looking to trade this, and it just never transpired. So then we got emotional. We're like, all right, we need to get into something. I got work later. I want to trade. I want to be able to pass this account, do this, do that. And it's just all the emotions of like the money aspect got to me, and it wasn't like, again, really the main factor is just the psychology aspect and sticking to your rules and like following your system and your trade ideas. All I'm trading really is inversions, breaker blocks, and having my confirmation off of a 15-minute or 30-minute CRT. And I like having a higher time frame bias or PD array giving me, you know, a clear indication of where my higher time frame directional premise is. And I like trading that lower time frame manipulation. So I like having a higher time frame confluence being tapped up into, and then trading the lower time frame manipulation, but also waiting for that middle time frame of confirmation of like indicating, okay, we're moving, and implementing, of course, time elements, weekly profiles, all that other good stuff. And then here it just wasn't good at all. And trading one day only, I mean, taking one trade a day, risking at least one like 0.5 to 1% around there, you know, that's a good range. But I just wasn't able to stick to it today, you know. Like it was just very, very emotional, missing trades, not being able to like really just sit down and like really not trade. That's the hard part for me, like sitting down and not trading, not taking a trade. I feel like I have to take a trade. I feel like I have to perform. I have to make some money because I'm tired of working. I'm tired of doing this and that. And it's just like, you're gonna have to be able to withstand these emotions and like withstand these difficulties to become a better trader, and like really just like diving deeper into your system and like refining it even further, because that's something I have to do too, is refine my system even further and like make it better and more profitable to become a better successful trader, you know. Like I have to be able to sit down and feel comfortable looking at the charts without taking a single trade, and that's something I'm just dealing with right now, you know. So we're down 1k. We're gonna have to probably bounce back next week. It's possible, you know, to get out of this drawdown. You know, we only have like 500 of a buffer left for, you know, us to not hit the maximum loss limit. We don't get out of it, maybe we lose, and then we buy another account. I was thinking about buying a 150, but I realized even if I do buy like the highest account size, you know, and I think to myself about this, like if I buy the highest account size and I don't, you know, if I buy the highest account size, I won't like I won't overtrade or I won't over leverage, because it's like the highest account. I'll play it safe. If we win, if we pass and we get a payout, it's going to be a good amount. to the point where, you know, like I can probably make it full time if I continue to scale with the highest account size. But I realized, you know, like if you can't do that with the lowest account size, why would you expect it to do with the highest? You know, like if you can't simply stop yourself from over trading, from over leveraging, and like just like being emotional, what makes you think you're going to be able to do that with the highest account size? It just doesn't make sense to me. And really just the money aspect right now that I'm trying to deal with is just like controlling these emotions of not trading, not just being fine without taking a trade, being fine with just watching the charts and then going to work after, you know, or just being fine with losing a trade, but you're learning, you know. So that's pretty much really it. So yeah, that's pretty much really it. You know, I'm gonna review these trades. I gotta go to work right now. I'm gonna update the Telegram later. I'm probably gonna update the Discord also. So, you know, it's really just hard. It's just lowering the risk, taking less trades, waiting for the highest quality setups, reviewing my system, implementing it in real time and using it and following my system in real time and not deviating away from it, you know. Like I have the notion, I have the notes, I have the trades journaled. Now it's simply reviewing it, implementing, like taking the good parts, getting rid of the bad ones and sticking to it in real time and just following it, you know. And that's the hardest part, just following it with the good, you know, following our system consistently and disciplined, and with the good risk management, you know, and like showing up every single day without expecting a cookie, you know, without expecting any sort of results, you know. And yeah, so yeah, peace.